Welcome to our channel where we immerse ourselves in the divine wisdom of the Holy Scriptures. Today, we honor the memory of Saint Scholastica, whose faith and devotion remind us of the gentle power of prayer. Let us open our hearts to the readings for this day and find inspiration in the Word of God. Reading 1. Jeroboam thought to himself, "The kingdom will return to David's house. If now this people go up to offer sacrifices in the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem, the hearts of this people will return to their master, Rehoboam, king of Judah, and they will kill me." After taking counsel, the king made 2 calves of gold and said to the people, "You have been going up to Jerusalem long enough. Here is your God, O Israel, who brought you up from the land of Egypt." And he put one in Bethel, the other in Dan. This led to sin, because the people frequented those calves in Bethel and in Dan. He also built temples on the high places and made priests from among the people who were not Levites. Jeroboam established a feast in the 8th month on the 15th day of the month to duplicate in Bethel the pilgrimage feast of Judah, with sacrifices to the calves he had made. And he stationed in Bethel priests of the high places he had built. Jeroboam did not give up his evil ways after this, but again made priests for the high places from among the common people. Whoever desired it was consecrated and became a priest of the high places. This was a sin on the part of the house of Jeroboam for which it was to be cut off and destroyed from the earth. Responsorial Psalm. Remember us, O Lord, as you favor your people. We have sinned, we and our fathers, we have committed crimes, we have done wrong. Our fathers in Egypt considered not your wonders. They made a calf in Horeb and adored a molten image. They exchanged their glory for the image of a grass-eating bullock. They forgot the God who had saved them, who had done great deeds in Egypt, wondrous deeds in the land of Ham, terrible things at the Red Sea. Alleluia. One does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes forth from the mouth of God. Gospel. In those days when there again was a great crowd without anything to eat, Jesus summoned the disciples and said, "My heart is moved with pity for the crowd, because they have been with me now for 3 days and have nothing to eat. If I send them away hungry to their homes, they will collapse on the way, and some of them have come a great distance." His disciples answered him, "Where can anyone get enough bread to satisfy them here in this deserted place?" Still he asked them, "How many loaves do you have?" They replied, 7. He ordered the crowd to sit down on the ground. Then, taking the 7 loaves he gave thanks, broke them, and gave them to his disciples to distribute, and they distributed them to the crowd. They also had a few fish. He said the blessing over them and ordered them distributed also. They ate and were satisfied. They picked up the fragments left over, 7 baskets. There were about 4,000 people. He dismissed the crowd and got into the boat with his disciples and came to the region of Dalmanutha. Conclusion. As we reflect on today's readings, we are reminded of the dangers of idolatry and the importance of faithfulness to God. We see the consequences of turning away from the Lord and the mercy He shows us when we return to Him. In the Gospel, we witness Jesus' compassion and His miraculous provision, a sign of the spiritual nourishment He offers us all. May we, like Saint Scholastica, remain steadfast in our devotion and open to the grace that flows from a life lived in harmony with God's will. Thank you for joining us in this time of reflection. May you carry the peace and wisdom of these words with you throughout your day. Follow me,